You once again find yourself sitting inside Bozeman's office. Everything is pristine and orderly, just how the fastidious man likes it. Though it's rare for him to be late, the door opens behind you just as you start to imagine the reason why. Alex, thank you for waiting. It's been almost 6 years since you started working with us, Alex. A lot has happened in that time. From the unfortunate incident with Mr. Donaldson to the disrupt attack on this very building. He pauses to look at you. Well, you've done some pretty good work in that time. I just wanted to say keep it up. But also that you'll need to work a bit harder if you want to go anywhere in Channel 1, Alex. Yeah, I think I work plenty hard already. Well, I'm your boss, Alex, and I'm telling you that you're not. Now, if you actually want to progress here, but that's really up to you, but you get back to work. The dismissal in his voice is clear, so you head back to your studio and get back to work. It's late. It's been snowing all day, and unlike everyone else, you've stayed inside as much as possible, keeping warm. Normally you enjoy the snow, but today it's been nothing more than an irritant. Still, tomorrow you've got the day off and might actually be able to enjoy it. Sam always gets excited when they see the snow. When they were younger, they'd always wrap the kids up and take them out to play in it. It's been a while since that's happened, though. Something about the warm fire and dark nights always makes you feel nostalgic at this time of year. The sound of the front door opening startles you out of your thoughts. Hey, I'm back, Sam calls before coming to find you in the living room. Oh, the fire's going. It's lovely and cozy in here. They come and sit by you, leaning their head on your shoulder. Welcome home. How was your day? Sam sighs. Oh, you know, the usual. Spent the morning volunteering at the menu center, making myself useful. They'd picked up the position while unemployed and had kept it going. Then in the afternoon, I went to see some friends from the old job. They're thinking of moving again, so we were looking at new places. What about you? Yeah, I'm good. Glad I've not got to work in that weather. Well, tomorrow, let's make a day of it. Go for a walk, maybe. I'll even drag you up to the top of the hill with a sled and we can race like the old days. I don't know, we're getting a bit old. You start to object before Sam cuts you off. Oh, you're only saying that because you know I'll win. They give you a wink and a kiss before getting up and going to the kitchen, calling back over their shoulder. Loser pays for the cocoa. You're very lucky to have Sam. I'm just so curious, where the hell is this going? And I mean, hell, it's also been throughout this entire time showing how bad like a totalitarian government is. And then it does the whole thing with the girl trying to make you go, oh, but see, it's not that bad. It's good because some people, because, you know, now everyone, you know, she's sitting there going, oh, well, you know, you're making things a little better for us. Now and then she's like, oh, now I'm going back to the home. I don't know, man. I feel like the messaging's a little confusing now. It should have stopped a little bit ago. I don't know. It's been over 13 years since your dad died. You visited his grave a few times since then. Normally during times of stress, or when you're feeling, or you're trying to figure something out, or when you just want some peace and quiet. Today is no different. You feel Sam's hand on your shoulder, giving you a reassuring squeeze. You're grateful that they're still here with you. Just having them by your side always seems to make things easier. The call of a raven catches your attention as it flies away. Charlie was only 8 when his grandfather died. He didn't really appreciate how big the loss was at the time, but as he got older, you did your best to pass on what your dad taught you. But now he's all grown up. He's actually starting to teach you, which is strange, but in the nicest way. You're proud of the man he's become now. Susie. Poor Susie. What you wouldn't give to have her back, even just to argue with you. She just wanted to explore the world, so curious, so full of life. Till Liberation Night. Everything changed then. So many lives destroyed. Your relationship with Chris has always been a bit up and down, but of late, you seem to actually be getting along. It makes a nice change, and he certainly made life easier with Sam, but that's family. You've got to take the good with the bad, and there you have my opening statement. Taking your mother to the transition center was a difficult decision, maybe the hardest of your life. You're still not sure if it was the right one, but she's definitely not suffering any longer, and at least she and your dad are together now, whatever happens next. It'd be nice to have her with you, though. You turn away and wander in the direction of your car. You can't control life, what happens, who lives, who dies. All you can do is keep going and see what gets through at you next. Or what gets thrown at you next. What is life if not a series of little decisions that define us, and we'll never know which ones would take us one way and which would bring us here. Alright guys, if this is the finale, I gotta stand up and stretch, but we'll crack this out. Alright, sorry about that break I had to take. My back was really starting to kill me.
For old time's sake. I know Advance have allowed your equipment to fall into disrepair. It's all gone wrong since they took over. Not that the alternative was any better. Those dangerous bloody psychopaths to disrupt. Still, the show must go on. One more time at least. Quick point before you start. We're still having a few problems with the machinery. Locking buttons, screens flickering on and off, sparks and the like. I'm sure you'll manage without issue. Oh, and don't forget, you've got free reign of the SFX buttons these days. Make the most of it.
Okay, no worries.
How old are you then, Cole? Okay, here we go. Big smiles.
I've actually gained a year. I celebrated 44 last year, but it's actually this year. Brilliant.
You're 44. I'm going in 5, 4, 3.
Good evening and welcome.
Spice it up with some audience responses, Alex.
I'm Megan and I'm joined as always by the inimitable Robin and Patrick. How are we?
Well, we have got so much going on tonight. I'm excited.
I'd say I'm about a 12, Megan, on the excitement scale.
Yeah, exactly. We have got so much SoCo stuff coming up. We sure do. We have celebrity chef Jordan Brankley, who will be cooking up a storm. We'll be announcing the winners of our big competition, Visions of the Future.
And we'll be joined by a very special guest for a game of Wheel of Truth. And I'll even be showing you how to make your own Leaders' Day gifts. We've got all of that and so much more tonight on The Nightly Show.
The fight is not over. We have grieved our loss and we have hardened our hearts. We have lived with death and we no longer fear it. There is no price too great for liberty. I can be silenced, but your thoughts cannot. And each day, just like before, we gain hearts and minds. Because the truth is like that, irresistible. We're back, and we're only getting started.
Right, let's have some applause on the way into the next section.
Rightly. But first, we know you love them, so Robin's going to give us an update on our lovely Nightly Show pets in Pet Corner.
Fine, suit yourself.
Well, Megan, first up we have our hamster, Lord Cheeks. Now, he's a winter grey with the scientific name Adipem stultus, and he lives here with us in this cage. Hamsters love hoarding, and they actually have special pouches in their cheeks for storing food. He loves carrots, apples, and chewing tobacco. Now, hamsters
Wait, what?
So we'll do our best not to wake him up. But let's just see if we can... Well, the door has been left open. It looks as though Lord Cheeks has actually gone for a little wander. But I'm sure he will be around here somewhere. In the meantime, let's say hello to our tortoise. Now, after last month's viewer vote, she is now, of course, called Slow Barbara. And don't panic, even though it is December, Babs here doesn't actually hibernate. Let's say hello. Oh, she's sleeping. Oh, Babs. Oh. Oh. Those are our nightly show pets.
She's dead, isn't she?
Back to you.
Thanks, Robin. We'll check in on them, or some very similar animals at the same time tomorrow.
Some very similar.
To be Patrick Banning is with Chef Jordan Rankley, and they're going to be showing us how to knock up a delicious pie. Time to go into the kitchen.
Hell's Kitchen.
I'm joined here by Chef Jordan Rankley. Welcome to the Nightly Show kitchen. How does it compare to the kitchens you're used to?
I love the colours. It's vibrant. It's fresh. It's a shame about all the arseholes. Yes?
Sorry?
What?
This is a Gordon Ramsay spoof.
You've awarded 9 Ballon d'Or across your career, and you've worked alongside the best chefs in the world. Tonight you've got me. Oh, are you worried?
Am I fucking worried? Are you worried? Are you fucking worried?
Yes.
Yeah, this is a Gordon Ramsay reference, and I freaking love it. I love Ramsay.
What are you making today, chef?
So, we've got a family over for Leaders' Day. They're hungry. We're going to make them a delicious apple pie.
Leaders' Day. She's even got the hand gestures down.
That pastry, incredible.
That like
Where do we start?
that fist bump sort of thing.
Got about a kilogram of fresh cooking apples here. Fucking beautiful. And we're going to slice these up perfectly. And then straight into the pan.
Your new show, Demon Kitchen Heart Eater, starts on
Holy
here on Channel 1. So,
Demon Kitchen Heart Eater?
Teams of young chefs come into my kitchen, and one by one I destroy them emotionally. And if there's time, I teach them some basic knife skills. Fuck me, Patrick. What are you doing?
what?
Shit. Is that how you cut? Fuck, you'll lose a fucking finger.
Oh, don't worry, I've got spares. Right, so once we've done that, we set these aside whilst we make the pastry. Yeah.
Yep. Bowl. Yeah? Okay. Sugar. Butter. We mix that together, and then a whole egg.
Threw the egg in there. She even said you fucking donkey.
Shit. Right. Mix that with a wooden spoon and work in that flour, okay? Work that into a nice ball of dough, just like that.
So, what does the notoriously fierce Jordan Rankley do to unwind?
Shit in bed.
Yeah.
What's that? What is that? Lumpy? It could fucking pass for a sack.
It's raw.
Touch it! Yeah? Pathetic. That goes into chill. Now, we're mixing our filling. Apples.
Hold two things against her head and yell "idiot sandwich." Oh my god, that was one of my favorites. What are you, an idiot sandwich?
5 territories. Which is your favourite?
Are you mixing that or fucking it?
What?
Are you going to light a candle? Take it out to dinner? Fucking mix it for fuck's sake. Right, now we're rolling out 2/3 of our pastry. Bit of flour into the dish.
Quickly, she's trying to catch up.
Right, the filling goes next.
Why are you watching this?
Because it's kind of funny.
To be informed, to feel connected to what has happened in the world. Do you remember Jeremy Donaldson? Because I do. I remember how he died. And now I watch this excuse.
What, shooting himself in the head?
He was 100% right. Disrupt's first martyr died protecting this show. If you could see it now.
Like I said, I mean, I'll watch any show with Gordon Ramsay yelling at people.
And then dishing the whole thing.
Lovely. Okay.
Oh.
God. You, come here, you. That's a disgrace. I'd rather jam my eyeballs up my fucking arse than look at that. I'd rather use my tongue to tie my shoes after the fucking shit-kicking contest, you understand?
Then it goes in the oven for 45 minutes.
Oh, put your fucking head in the oven while you're at it. Useless. You, come here, you. To happen to foods and cyanide, do you know that? Fuck off! Get the fuck out of here! Fuck off!
Okay, well, while I do that, let's go now to Megan and Robin, who will be announcing the winners of our competition, Visions of the Future.
Don't forget the SFX buttons.
Well, that looks delicious. If you want to follow along at home, then make sure you write in with a stamped addressed envelope and we'll send you the fact sheet. So, Robin, look at all these amazing entries to the Vision of the Future competition.
Yes, we challenged you to show us your predictions of the future, and we were just inundated with entries, weren't we, Megan? From wacky inventions to global problem solving, they are all amazing, and we had the best time looking through each one.
It was so tough narrowing it all down, so we have some amazing runners-up. In third place, drum roll please, we have Hamish, who's 3 from Lunwelly. He calls this Still Life and the Future of God, and it really blew us away. Just look at the line work here, and I can really feel every passionate stroke of the brush.
If you look here, you'll see a beautifully rendered, what I thought at first was a smiley face, or perhaps a cat. But I think if you really look, you'll see it's actually a representation of the seeming futility of death through the eyes of the living.
Indeed. He's also chosen to just leave a lot of it beyond the meaning, which I think is really interesting. If you know Hamish and his work, of course, he loves focusing on the negative space rather than the image itself.
Stunning, absolutely stunning, and such talent from one so young.
Looks like one of the paintings. Whitest Kids You Know did a sketch with
Drum roll, please. We have
what they did it.
41 from Dungley.
Dude, that's dope.
We were sort of aiming this towards our younger viewers.
Yeah, that one before reminded me of some Whitest Kids did, where they were doing like a Home Shopping Network presents like art of and it showed paintings by like Charlie Manson.
Society will resort to a brutal system of weekly battles to the death, where only the victor may breed.
Awesome.
Either that, or about the same, but maybe a bit worse.
I really love his attention to detail. You can see the sort of gladiatorial arena, and then what I can only assume is Keith himself pulling off this chap's head and shouting, "Come back to me, Linda!"
Oh.
Maybe if you spent more time outdoors and less time entering children's competitions, she might not have left.
Special one there. And finally, of course, it's time to reveal our winner. All our runners-up will receive a day out at an inflatable Happy Land on an industrial estate just off the A40. Sorry about that, Keith. But our lucky winner will win the chance to spend the day at the Department of Change to see how our teammates are actually making the new future a reality every day. And the winner is, drum roll please.
I'll help you with that. I'll help you with that.
I've spent my whole life searching for truths. Sometimes I've found them. Other times I've not been so lucky. I used to rant about belief juice, a drug in the water. And I was wrong. I admit that.
Ah, damn it.
It's right here, in this screen, in this show. This is your belief juice. You drink it nightly, through your eyes, and it makes you stupid and asleep.
It's getting involved in the party, aren't they? This one seems to have gone a bit haywire in what I can only assume is an ominous sign of things to come. Lovely, Lola.
Well, if our winners have inspired you to make some artwork of your own, do keep sending them in, and yours could be displayed in our gallery here.
Well done again to everyone who took part. We're going to take a break now, but when we come back, we'll be playing the Wheel of Truth and making some lovely homemade gifts. Don't go away. We'll be back after this.
Right. From what I can tell, the machine's getting a bit worse for wear there, Alex. I expect your kit will be going downhill a bit more in this next segment, so be careful. Don't take any unnecessary risks. To be honest, I handed in my notice this morning. So long as it finishes, The rest doesn't really matter anymore.
I'll take you out.
All right, no expectations, the way I like it.
Dwarfed, however, by a massive 9% fertility rate here in Territory 2, who saw an unbelievable 191 births to date. Though the nasty brings bitter winds overnight, so not all sunshine and rainbows.
I'd vamp, but I really got nothing.
Over Territories 3 and 4 as a category 2
I don't get why this ad is so freaking long.
spend their leaders' weekend indoors. Though we're sure the happy parents of the 12 new children in Territory 3 will be thanking their lucky stars.
No, man, that Gordon Ramsay bit, that was really funny.
More of a hot air cold.
Again, I gotta give I gotta give them credit. You know, they were really shooting for the hand gestures. It looks like a dick, but
It's bad out there.
yeah, they were going for the hand gestures. I honestly expected her to scream, like, "It's fucking raw!" You know, calling somebody a fucking donkey. I love it.
He's right with our other guests. I just wouldn't say grandma. Yes, grandmother's arsehole. It's much better.
Attention, please. Sarah just needs a word.
Apparently there's been some sort of disturbance near the studio. Now I'm sure it's nothing to worry about, but I wanted to let you know that I've asked for extra security and they're already on their way.
Okay, 10 seconds for positions and pose.
Okay, this time you've said it.
Laughing, and we're going in 5, 4, 3.
A bit more audience reaction would be nice, Alex.
Sorry, we were just saying we can't wait to taste Patrick's pie. Oh, I don't know. I think I could wait.
Well, here it is, fresh out the oven.
Well, it does look amazing.
Jordan, how about Patrick do?
Oh, you see the egg.
That pie's got more crust than my grandmother's arsehole.
Well, thank you for that. Well, come on, try it. Dig in. Okay. Whew.
Oh, who wants salmonella?
God. Oh, Lord. Oh, that's really something, Patrick. Delicious.
But now you better go and get ready for that next feature.
Every night we play a game of Wheel of Truth with our celebrity guests. But I know what you're thinking. Megan, we've only got one celeb guest. Well observed, viewers, well observed. Well then, I better bring her round. Should I? The surprise guest? What do you think? Here she is, best-selling author, lawyer and thinker. I mean, she's only the blooming team leader. It's Julia Thornbury.
With SFX, less is more, Alex.
Oh, welcome, Julia.
I stand by my statement from a few videos ago. Frumpier Hillary Clinton. Does anyone else see it? Just me?
It's time to head over to Robin and Patrick as we play Wheel of Truth.
Has the audience gone to sleep? Remember the SFX buttons.
Do you want me to just press them constantly?
That's right. It's that part of the show where we pit our celebs against each other to see if we can break them.
That's right, Robin. They're going to spin the wheel to pick a round, and it could be anything from box of flies to slap my face. They really have no idea what's in store.
So up first we have Jordan. Let's give it a spin.
Yeah, here we go.
Okay, let's see what we've landed on. Okay, it's fact or fib. Jordan, is it true that you've been known to order takeaway for a dinner party and pass it off as your own cooking?
It's one fucking time. One time.
Well, I think if that pie was anything to go by, you did them a favour.
Oh, not so fast there, Julia. Fact or fib? We've heard you've got a very interesting way of saving time during the laundry.
Oh my God!
Why don't you tell us about it?
You absolute no, I can't. Okay, what just
It's early morning as I record this. Maybe you'll see this tonight, or next week, or never. It takes a lot to even get these on the air. Many small acts of rebellion. So don't worry. The fact that you can hear this at all proves it. Even though
I can't win! No! Honestly, Ray Raise my taxes. We're clearly not paying you enough.
Come to my dressing room after the show. We'll sort you out.
Oh, he's blushing, Patrick. Is all this talk of bras embarrassing you?
Blushing? I mean, I'm not blushing. Come on then, you, Julia. Spin the bloody wheel. Okay, here we go. It's Guess That Face. I'm going to show you a picture and you simply have to guess that face. Okay, you ready? Here we go. Julia. Oh, who's that?
Oh my God!
Is that you?
Yes! Look, it was a very difficult time fashion-wise.
That hairdo is fucking hilarious.
No, don't. I think it's sweet.
The mullet is as popular now as it's ever been.
Oh, well, don't get too ahead of yourself there, Jordan.
I really hope they hold up a picture of Gordon Ramsay.
Not that familiar at all.
Wow! Well, I'm glad I was getting fashion advice from someone who managed to make 7 look like 85.
I'm serious. It would have been funnier if they held up a picture of Gordon Ramsay.
Right. We've got to move on. Jordan, let's have another spin. It's my go, Patrick. You go on. Sorry, I'm so keen. Oh, well, you're in for a treat.
Yeah.
It's fat or fish. Okay. If you look under your podiums, you will find a lovely fish smoothie. Now, I'm going to ask you both a question, and all you have to do is answer it honestly, or else you'll have to drink the smoothie. Okay?
Okay.
Are you ready for the question? Here we go.
Which of your esteemed hosts is the more talented one?
Oh, what a cop-out.
How is it? How is it?
Oh, we made it extra fishy.
Do you know how much these taste like?
Well, we've got time for one more quick spin, so come, Julia, go!
See, I couldn't be this happy, like put on this much energy, even for an act. I couldn't do it.
Under your desk there.
I don't have that much energy.
I think Lord Cheeks is trying to get in on the game. Oh, bless him.
Oh, I thought they put the dead turtle under there.
It's not cheese, is it? Cheese! It's not cheese!
Juggling balls? What am I supposed to do with these?
Well, give it a go for us.
But I have absolutely no idea what I'm doing.
Come on.
Yes, let's all dance to a tune. Dance, puppets, dance.
Of course you don't know what you're doing.
I have to say, unexpected. Well, gosh, that was our game of Wheel of Truth, and my God,
Love her
wasn't that
face.
fun.
Okay, it really was, wasn't it? But now it's time to head over to Megan in Crafty Corner.
Are you taking the piss now?
That's right, you joined me in Crafty Corner, where today I'm going to be ably assisted by Julia. Come on over here. Goodness me, I don't know how you're keeping your dinner down. I can still smell that fish.
Well, to be honest, I've had worse. I used to eat at Peter Clement's house.
Oh, well, I hope you've got your artsy hat on, because today we're going to be making something very close to my heart. It's our little studio. Look at that. Isn't it adorable? All of us there on the sofa.
Wow. Oh, it's gorgeous. Oh, is that all you in there?
Yeah, it is. If we can just get a little zoom in, there we are. Oh, I don't know about you, Julia, but I always leave my holiday shopping to the last minute.
Oh, every year. I do it every year.
Well, luckily these make amazing gifts. Shall we get cracking?
Remember when I compared her to Hillary Clinton? She has the mannerisms of Hillary Clinton as well.
Here. And Julia, that's it. Grab those scissors.
Maybe more believable.
This front panel here.
Perfect. Will do.
Are you big celebrators in your house, Julia?
Yes, no, in my house we show our love through food, like big dinners, loads of drink.
That's the best bit about any holiday, it's all that food.
This bit as well.
Absolutely right, cutting along the line there. Do be careful with the scissors at home, make sure you're being supervised. It's a bit
tough.
You are a child. There we go, fabulous.
There we
Okay, so it's going to look a little something like this, and I've got one here I made earlier. We painted it with a bit of poster paint, white to match our lovely curtains here in the studio, but you can obviously have whichever backdrop you like.
Like a nice shiny gold number.
Well, exactly right. So we're going to make bits of our set now to put in the studio, perhaps a little desk. So I'm just going to grab this piece of card. I've just got it from a little cereal box packet. I think you... I'll give you this one, Julia, shall I?
Thank you
There
so
you
much.
go. And all you need to do is cut along the lines
Lovely.
there. Fabulous. So what's the best part of any Leaders' Day dinner, do you reckon?
I don't even have to think about it. Really? I love the 3 potato pie.
3 potato pie, I don't know that one.
You know, with the chips covered in the mash or wrapped up in a jacket potato. That just me that does that.
I don't know, but that sounds starchy. Well done, Julia. So now she's folding over a little bit there. What it's going to look like at the end.
Sorry. Sensitive keyboard.
Rectangular shape there. And we're going to pop it in the middle. A bit of sticky tape on the back there so it sticks down. Now we need a sunset.
She just puts hers away.
We're going to make that out of a lovely paper cup. Have fun down there. Knocking it all over.
I got one though, Megan.
Good, fantastic. You're just going to cut along the line here, down the middle. Exactly right. Then when you've done that, around the bottom and again around the top. Well done. When you're done,
Oh, there we go.
Oh, I thought you cut her finger.
look what I've done there. I've stuck some felt down. Nice and comfortable sofas.
Yes, can't have our tiny Megan having an uncomfortable sofa, can
Well,
we?
absolutely not.
She'll be on the phone to her tiny agent and getting someone tiny fired.
Yeah. Well, there's only one thing missing, isn't there, Julia? What is that?
A higher caliber of guests.
Nearly. It's people.
I was going to say the bloody corpse of Jeremy, but whatever.
Our little people is we've stuck a cocktail stick into a bottle cap. We just need a face for that now. I've got a good one here.
I don't know. I'm just pressing those buttons
I'm going to stick it down.
every little bit.
A little bit of...
They keep telling me, oh, you got to hit the buttons.
There we go. Oh, I'm a bit lonely. Let's take Robin and Patrick over. Do. Sitting down on the couch over there.
There you go. And well, I'll make myself just comfortable, just there.
She pulls her away.
And cut out of our favourite newspapers or magazines. You can have any guests.
Puts her in the fucking corner.
Oh yes, well, I'm going to be playing Wheel of Truth with Ronnie from Heatrash.
Nice.
Yes, put that away. Yes, he's going to be teaching me choreography, and I'll be teaching him foreign policy.
Oh, I thought she was about to start making them kiss.
You're a bit, I don't know, nostalgic for the old look of our studio. We've got the blue studio down there. Or even a bit of retro red. I've got Sheila Quickstep being interviewed there by... Oh,
Aww.
sorry, that's not supposed to be...
Oh, well, we're out of time, I'm afraid, Megan, and it's time for a break.
Poor Jeremy.
I'll be on the couch of chat talking to some of you, and I just cannot wait. We'll be back after these messages.
And we're out.
Okay, before we suffer through the last... What's that? Seems to be a little kerfuffle in the corridor. One moment.
We have never been closer, happier, healthier, and the team has never been stronger.
We gonna hear what all that booing was?
It's good that she's here. She's the reason for the extra security.
Are we going to need it?
Possibly. We're back.
It's not very reassuring.
I know. Good thing I'm not your mum, right?
But we see them, moving among us, clear as day, sowing division, undermining our lives and threatening our achievements.
Okay, let's go. Let's get... Like I said, this game should have been over maybe about 2 hours ago. I just... They kept it going just too long. It's still fun. It's definitely a good game, but I probably would have scored it at a 9 if they would have ended it a lot earlier. Instead, I'd actually say I'd drop it down more to an 8 just like I said, because I think it just sticks around just a little bit too long.
And they would eradicate betterment in exchange for a noose.
They see themselves in their narrow view of life as the default, as the status quo.
It's bad, Mum. Not like before, but so much more than we were expecting. And they're better organised this time. Like someone experienced is running things.
Well, we stopped them before, we can do it again. Thank you, Sarah.
One more thing, Mum. Apparently there's chatter about you. I've requested backup, but well, we're stretched pretty thin, Mum.
I receive death threats like other people receive post. I've learned to take it all with a pinch of salt.
Of course, Mum.
Thank you, Sarah.
That sounded deeply worrying.
Oh, you eased to it. I have.
I don't have to.
Oh, didn't Bozeman tell you?
Tell us what?
Oh, I'm sure he'll tell you when the time is right. Forget I said anything.
You literally didn't. Going in 10 seconds.
I don't think she likes me very much.
Oh, no, that's just how she shows love. 5, 4, 3.
Welcome back to the Nightly Show, where it's time to get a little intimate with the Prime Minister on the couch of chat. Prime Minister, it's great to still have you with us.
Thanks, Megan. Although maybe now's the right time to tell you that you're going to be seeing an awful lot more of me.
Oh, why is that?
Well, I am delighted to announce that starting next week, I will be the new...
Miss Salisbury, could you get ready to accompany me, please? Please remain in place, Mum. This won't take a moment. Sit rep.
We do apologise to our viewers at home for this unexpected interruption.
I'm sure it's nothing to worry about.
Right, understood. Everyone, please remain calm. How can I help? Can you clear everyone out of that area? Everyone.
Okay, everyone, if we could just clear away from these studio doors. Yeah, that's right, just behind the cameras, please.
Do those doors lock? Is that Colin with the headphones on? Hey, mate, can you lock the doors? Can you not hear me?
Colin!
No, the headphones kind of keep you from not being able to hear who.
It's too late. I'm law enforcement! Load your weapons up!
You two stay at the door, lock it tight, and don't let anyone in. Yes, sir.
Like I was wearing a paintball mask.
But there's no need for anyone
Sit back down!
Of course, whatever you say.
Are we still live?
Yes, we're live.
Good. It's time for some real news. You, mic me up. Is it working?
I just need to check.
Is it working?
Yes, it's working.
Good. Over there, on your knees. Now. You, next to him. Move!
You okay, Colin?
Shitty birthday.
Let them go, Mr. James. It's
But that's not the worst birthday.
Flatter yourself. You're not the target here. You're just a bonus.
Oh my God, is it me?
We're not here to take out a person.
Whoa, dude.
Which camera?
I'm in the building.
I know you're watching this. In your vans. Planning your counterattack.
Do this after I've left.
Try and control yourselves. Oh. Well, I'm sure you know the rest.
Alan, we can talk about this.
Oh, we will. I have a lot of questions.
There's no need for anyone to get hurt.
Where was that?
This is a woman who nuked multiple cities.
Killed my friends.
There are innocent people here.
Says the woman who killed 14 million of them. No, I don't feel like...
Yeah, I was about to say.
In fact, get over here.
It's stones in your glass house.
Here! You move when I tell you to!
I mean, I don't feel bad. I just don't.
Alan, don't do it. You're not an executioner.
Do it, Alan.
You tell me, Megan Wolf, what the fuck am I?
Do it.
Way in over his head.
Don't patronize me, you smug bitch. I'm not one of your little helpers. Get over here. Kneel beside her. You're just as fucking guilty as she is.
Guilty of what, you fucking psychopath?
Debatable.
She sat there, smiling, and let it all happen. Jeremy Donaldson died for this program. And she let it become this. Bread and circuses. Bread and fucking circuses!
Don't you say his name.
Now, this dude's actually putting on a pretty good performance.
Don't you say his name. You don't get to do that! You don't get to do that!
You're angry at the wrong person, love. She's the one that killed him. The first victim of her benevolent slaughter, not the last, though.
All I am hearing is crazy.
Then maybe you should hear it from the source. Confess. Confess. Fine. Have it your own way.
Holy shit!
Stop. For God's sake, stop.
Answer my questions. Or she dies next. Yeah? Then her.
Tell him what he wants to hear. Ask your questions.
Better. First question. How did you actually think this was all going to end?
In a better world.
Bullshit.
It's the truth! When we came into power, everything was broken. The system worked for so few. There was hunger and poverty and real pain. But you never saw that, Mr. James, because you were doing just fine, thank you very much. And my side? We were too weak, too meek. It was all good intentions and second chances and playing by the rules. Well, you know where playing fair gets the people at the bottom, because fucking nowhere. Someone had to be prepared to actually fight, to do what was required. So I did it. Because no one else was going to.
And it ended with you nuking a whole bunch of people.
To save the 60 million here? What would you have done? Let us all starve to death?
You should have found another way.
There was no other way.
Is that how?
Well, yeah, because of your freaking policies.
Peter was weak. I loved him more than I have ever loved anyone, but he was soft.
It's like, we were starving. Yeah, your fault. I mean, I can't bring myself to sympathize with her side because it's clouded in this, oh, we're helping the weak, we're helping the poor, we're helping all of these people. Right, but you're destroying the country to do it. The fuck's the point? God damn it, I'm not a political channel. I sit here and make dick jokes on the internet. What? Ugh.
We knew you'd pop your grubby little head up again, and we've been collecting information just in case you did. There's a recording. A meeting of the so-called disrupt leadership. It's tiny hidden cameras, very high-tech. Perhaps the public should see what your bosses are talking about when there's no one else around.
We have people at the network jamming your signals, messing with your broadcast room. We'll stop you.
We have people too, and they've been doing this an awfully long time. Prepare the footage on screen 4. I guess it's up to the broadcast room.
You in there. If you play that footage, she dies.
Play it, Alex. Play the tape. I've seen it. It's important. Blow us up in the just play the fucking tape.
Well, I mean, what I just heard was we get rid of the dictator and I make you crazy guys who are taking this a little too far also look bad. So...
I visited Stas Leningrad recently. What remains of it. You know, smoke still rises from some of the wreckage. Apparently it's too dangerous to send in men to put out the fires.
We have all lost that to which we were attached.
5 years, General, and still it burns. That is why this cannot be allowed to happen again.
Then we are all agreed. Once normality returns, we will proceed in a process of sanitization, Viscount.
My estimates suggest that we will need to expunge at least 45,000 in each territory, and if we are to be certain, many hundreds of thousands more. There'll be regional variations, of course, but the numbers will remain surprisingly consistent.
It will be an industrial procedure. We will need facilities.
Undoubtedly.
Oh, my people can deal with that.
I don't think this is the tape she wanted.
Under challenging conditions.
But it will have to be all of them, General. The intellectuals, the radicals,
yes.
free thinkers, anyone who does not understand and accept the natural order of existence.
Of course, Jacob. There can be no fertile ground left for these ideas.
I mean, I stand by it. I get what this guy's trying to do, but I also think it's a little step too far. Yet, I guess you could argue, would he have to take it this far if it wasn't for this crazy lady taking her side? I don't know. I guess it's murky.
Yes, but we can manage it. I mean, once the processing is up and running, we can streamline it.
You're certain you can manage these numbers, Jack?
Oh, yes, Viscount, possibly more. And then there's the transition centres. They can be easily repurposed.
Well, then, this is marvellous. Marvellous, gentlemen.
There is one other matter to discuss. Our colourful spokesman.
Ah, Mr. James. He's useful for now. His appearance works well for us with the common classes.
But he'll have to go too, him and all his type.
Oh, yes.
On that, I think we can all agree. Let him dance today for the masses who clap and cheer, and then later we cut his strings.
Obviously. The face of the future looks nothing like Mr. James.
Yes. I remember when we had troublesome cadets in a unit, we used to send them on a doomed mission. Gave their relatives something to be proud of, an honourable death of a loved one. Stopped them asking some troublesome questions.
An excellent solution. Mr. James is full of passion. Let him consume himself with it.
Shall we turn to the matter of a new curriculum?
Bad choice, Alex. Kill her. No, wait. Better yet. This is on you.
Songbird down! Repeat, Songbird down!
Everybody stop!
Lower your weapons.
Like I said, you know what? That kind of
No one else needs to die today.
this kind of ended with everyone who I wanted to look bad looking bad.
Helicopter is going to land on the roof of this building. I will be making my way up there and boarding that helicopter. And then I'll be on my way. And as you so observantly pointed out, no one else will need to die here today.
Let him do it.
I imagine you'll be joining me on the roof.
You know I can't let you leave this room. Alan Stephen James, you are formally requested for dialogue. Under Section 12 of the Mental Health and Antisocial Activity Act, if you refuse to collaborate, I am clinically empowered to intervene. Anything you say will be used in efforts towards your betterment.
Oh my god. It's hilarious.
A palliative advisor will be made available to you at no cost. Do you understand these advantages as I have expressed them to you?
You must be fucking kidding me!
The patient has refused to engage.
You have no power here! If I take my thumb off this trigger...
The patient is a clear and present danger.
I don't understand.
Centigrade received. Target neutralized. Headquarters, I can confirm intelligence.
All right.
The device was sabotaged by person or persons unknown. 4 civilian casualties present, including Songbird. Is anyone else injured? All other hostages traumatized, but otherwise unharmed. Why are these lights on?
Aye.
Broadcasting your live. Control, I need transmission stopped immediately.
No, you can't just cut the signal. We have to say something. We can't just leave them. We have to say something.
I think everyone's seen more than enough.
Bye. I mean, like I said, the ones who I wanted dead had died, so, meh. All right, man. So, like I said, my final thoughts on this game. It was a lot of fun. I love the humor. It was a really cool concept. Playing, oh my god, playing from inside the broadcast booth and everything. Like I said, my only issue was I think it went too long. I think it almost bumped it down a score for me, down from, as I said, a 9 to probably an 8. But yeah, there you go, guys. It's been a long time coming, but we finally finished this game. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you had fun. Beyond my age. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. You know, as there's always stuff going on here on the channel. Tons of games, tons of just me making an ass out of myself. I hope you guys enjoy it. Paul Baverstock was Jeremy. He is my favorite character. Hands down. More than 100 unplanned pregnancies. Sorry, I keep getting distracted. Essentially what I'm saying is, thank you so much for watching, guys. Always stuff going on here on the channel. Always come by, check out something else. Yeah, I bet there's something else. I play all sorts of games that will appeal to you here on the channel. Like, comment, not already, subscribe to the channel, leave me a comment, all that good stuff. And I guess until next time, guys, my name's AJ Gels, Some of the Game Channel. Last time in Not for Broadcast, I'm out.
Good evening. Following the declaration of a state of emergency, General Masters, who has granted himself extraordinary powers, insists they will only last 6 months. It is believed that political leaders are still being held under house arrest by the military. Political leaders are still being held under house arrest by the military on charges of election rigging, though the general is yet to produce any evidence to support this claim. As clashes between protesters and troops continue in Western Square this evening, I want to once again urge our viewers to stay safe as soldiers begin to patrol our streets, enforcing a curfew.